You're listening to Clearly Conspicuous, a podcast series brought to you by Holland & Knight's Consumer Protection Defense and Compliance Team. Here at Holland & Knight, we have the working knowledge of how federal and state agencies operate and how courts address consumer protection issues. Consumer protection laws and regulations impact every dimension of business. Aggressive federal and state agencies are getting the attention of senior executives who are concerned about risk management, compliance challenges, and high-profile governmental inquiries. Holland & Knight's Consumer Protection Defense and Compliance Team has the experience, knowledge, relationships, and platform to effectively work with our clients to address these issues.
Good day. I'd like to welcome you to our inaugural program of Clearly Conspicuous. It's going to be a podcast designed to make you succeed in this current regulatory and governmental environment that's very aggressive and progressive. We also want to make you aware of what's going on with the federal and state consumer protection agencies and, most importantly, give you some practical tips for success. I'd like to start by sharing with you my background. I've been in law practice for a couple of decades, both in government and private practice, where I now represent companies and individuals from Fortune 100 companies to startup, and I work with executives in both civil and criminal matters. I'm a former director at the Federal Trade Commission, where I supervised and managed all the investigations in 7 states in regulatory and consumer protection matters. And our office was awarded, I'm proud to say, by the United States Attorney General for its enforcement achievements. I was also appointed as an assistant United States attorney. Since leaving the commission, I've defended companies and executives in over 75 formal investigations by the federal and state government, and I've had the good fortune to close a good number of investigations without any publicity, fines, or requirements to change business practices. I'll just say over the years, I've been very lucky to have good clients and good facts. It's truly a privilege to be with you here today, and I hope your 2023 is off to a great start. Today's topic is why you should be concerned about consumer protection. Ignorance is not bliss. Let me start with the threshold question. What is consumer protection? It involves substantive issues of regulations, rules, and laws concerning consumer protection, which includes social media advertising, consumer contracts and transactions, marketing practices, compliance policies and procedures, unfair, deceptive, and abusive business acts and practices, and laws such as the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, and Truth in Lending Act. By my saying that, I hope you get a sense of the wide scope of consumer protection. Importantly, every single industry segment in our economy is included, no exceptions. Consumer contracts and online transactions are a focus, and the real targets of federal consumer protection agencies are financial services and healthcare products and services, as well as issues involving public policy. Compliance with laws and regulations of these agencies are critical to your success. Let me say that again. Compliance with the laws and regulations of those agencies are critical to your success. You must, and I underscore the word must, have policies and procedures in place to ensure that these regulations and laws are being followed. You also must have effective training and discipline of employees to be sure that the policies and procedures are being implemented properly. And you need to be sure that those policies and procedures, as well as the steps you've taken to implement them, are effective. Thus, active monitoring and auditing are essential. It's a 3-step process for compliance. What all companies and executives need to confront is the reality that the federal and state governments can investigate you, regardless of your size, and they can charge individuals and executives, as well as companies, in public announcements and lawsuits. They can get fines, requirements to change your business practices, and put you under the microscope for years. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for further programs as we peel the onion, confront the key issues and developments, and identify strategies for success. I wish you continued success and a meaningful day, and look forward to speaking with you at another time.
Thank you for listening to Clearly Conspicuous. For more information on our Consumer Protection Defense and Compliance team, visit hklaw.com/CPDC or email anthony.diresta@hklaw.com with any questions about today's episode.